You know, it's so disheartening when people expect me to dumb myself down because they feel as though that my vocabulary may be of such nature sometimes that um, it talks over people's head. And I always have to sit back and explain it to them. I'm like, why should I dumb myself down? Yeah, I mean, my whole intent, is to elevate my fellow brother and sister in all things and manners in life and shit. So when you dumb yourself down, that's not really necessarily helping them. You know what I mean? I want them to step up to the vocabulary. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you don't understand what I'm saying or the word usage, then you just sit back and you say, okay, hey, I don't know what that means, bro. And I have absolutely no problem explaining what the word means and in the context that I'm using it. You know what I mean? I know I get elaborate sometimes when I talk. You know what I mean? I blame my moms for that, because as a punishment, she used to make me read the dictionary and encyclopedias as a kid. You know what I mean? So that's what an English major do in college. So and she put that on me, so my vocabulary just always been of this type of caliber. But it's not necessarily to disconnect from anyone. You know what I mean? I've been told that man, the people don't understand what you're saying, and you know what I mean, you be talking over people's heads, like back in the day when I used to rhyme and I used to put those intricate words together and hey, oh, you over their head, you da 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 da. But then I see Eminem do it, and and a lot of other underground hip hop artists, especially, utilize big words when they composing music. So why is it that they can make people step up, but I can't? I mean, is Baltimore suffering from some different type of mental incapability? You know what I mean? From any other hood? No. We across the board, you know what I'm saying, we suffering mentally. It ain't no difference. The hood is the hood, you know what I'm saying? Subjugation and obstruction and oppression is the same, you know what I mean? And we react into it the same. The way you beat those things is you learn, especially their wordage, because when you go through the court system, hopefully you don't, but definitely when you do, when you deal with the business word, you need to know and understand the wording of the contract because they are great at semantics, which means wordplay. They understand wordplay. So they'll put a word in where you thinking this means this and it means something totally different, and you done gave up your rights. You know what I mean? They wonderful at it. So you have to study. You have to study their words. You gotta understand what they're saying. And in the court, they use a lot of Latin words. So you can't be too egotistical, be like, oh, I'm good, I don't need to know what that shit mean, or think that you know what it mean. Now, if you're really unsure what it mean, excuse me, what does that mean? Stop the whole court process. Ask, what does it mean? Find out. And ask how they're using it in the sentence. I mean, you need to be able to communicate it properly. So when you give your understanding, or you raise your right hand and attest to something, you know fully what you're attesting to. You know what I mean? Or rejecting. So, it's imperative for us to learn words, man. You know what I mean? They learn our words. They master us. They master our words, our language, our diction, our movement. But then, while we continue to fall and be subjugated to them, because we don't learn nothing about them. We'll imitate them. We'll laugh at them. You know what I'm saying? We become fucking frustrated with them, but we don't learn it. Learn their words. There's power in words, man. Power. You know what I mean? So you have to pay attention. So, to all those who feel as though they want me to talk down or dumb myself down, nah. Step the fuck up. Learn something. Peace. Silver Gorilla Apparel Media Music. Yeah. Welcome to the bridge. This is where we come together, we sit back and talk, and we conversate about things that affect everyday America. We are so tired of everybody else trying to define our narrative. Nah, we taking it back. We're defining our own narrative from a true perspective, a vantage point of the streets, from the streets, by the streets, for the streets, and for everyone else to sit back and take notice and understand where we're coming from. You know what I mean? We call this the bridge. We uniting everyone, all the families of humanity to come and build with us. Sit back, listen to the commentary, laugh, but most of all, think. To think about things instead of reacting to so much. This is what the bridge do. Now I'm James Green. Then press that like button. Share it. Give it to your people.